It's over. Now return to your home. Farewell.
What a rude man. How perfect.
When talking about Dead or Alive, the first thing that comes to mind is definitely its fan service. Besides that, many people argue that the main story of Dead or Alive is very flat. We also discussed this in our previous video, but this time we're going to talk about a character who actually has great potential to maximize the storyline. But tragically, she was given an unclear role by Team Ninja. She is Nyotengu.
Finished already? How unsatisfying.
Nyotengu in Dead or Alive is a character often considered to have uncertainty in her identity and role within the story. As a female Tengu, she was introduced in Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate as an additional character who seemingly comes from another world, similar to the original Tengu, Bankotsubo, from Dead or Alive 2. Additionally, in terms of personality and dialogue, Nyotengu often speaks in a mysterious and teasing manner, but without providing much information about her origins. Although she is clearly a Tengu, details about her world, her connection to Bankotsubo, and why she appears in the DOA tournament remain vague and are not deeply explained by Team Ninja. She is a female Tengu, a mythical creature from Japanese folklore that possesses supernatural powers and exceptional fighting abilities. The name Nyotengu itself comes from two Japanese words, Nyo, which means woman, and Tengu, which refers to a spirit or demon with human and bird-like traits in Japanese mythology. Her name literally means female Tengu, which perfectly aligns with her background and character design. Nyotengu comes from the world of the Tengu and decides to descend into the human world out of boredom. Unlike Bankotsubo, a male Tengu who appeared in Dead or Alive 2 with a cruel and destructive personality, Nyotengu is more playful and flirtatious. She often teases her opponents, especially men, and enjoys fighting as a form of entertainment. To her, humans are merely small, amusing creatures to toy with rather than serious threats. Despite her cheerful and teasing nature, Nyotengu remains an incredibly powerful fighter who should not be underestimated. She has high self-confidence and always views her opponents with a hint of arrogance. However, she is not truly evil. Rather, she is a being who takes pleasure in her power and superiority over humans without any real intention of causing large-scale destruction. Visually, Nyotengu strongly embodies the figure of a Tengu from Japanese legends, but with a more elegant and alluring touch. She usually wears a yukata or kimono with luxurious designs and striking colors, reflecting her status as a superior being in the mythological world. Additionally, she possesses several distinctive Tengu attributes. Her facial expressions and body movements further reinforce her image as a confident and seductive character. She often smirks cunningly or gazes at her opponents with a condescending look, making her even more memorable as a creature that enjoys dominance in battle. In combat, Nyotengu utilizes a fictional martial art called Tengu-do. It combines acrobatic techniques with wind-based attacks. As a Tengu, she has the ability to hover in the air, launch rapid attacks from various angles, and harness the power of the wind to enhance her strikes. These abilities make her highly unpredictable, especially for opponents who rely on close-range combat. In addition to her wind-based attacks, Nyotengu also employs swift kicks and acrobatic movements to overpower her enemies. She can effortlessly evade attacks using her temporary flight ability and possesses unique grapple moves that incorporate elements of entertainment, often teasing or belittling her opponent while executing her attacks. One of the interesting aspects of Nyotengu is the ambiguity surrounding her origins and purpose in the Dead or Alive world. Unlike other characters who have clearer backgrounds and specific motivations for participating in the DOA tournament, Nyotengu seems to be present solely for entertainment. There is no definitive explanation of where she comes from, other than the fact that she hails from the world of the Tengu. Whether the Tengu world is another dimension or simply a hidden place within the human world remains a mystery. Additionally, it is unknown whether there are other Tengu like her who might play a larger role in the story, or if she is the only Tengu interested in the human world. her motivations are also not entirely clear. In many of her interactions, she appears to seek nothing more than fun and battles against strong fighters. But there is no indication of whether she has a greater purpose or hidden agenda. While other characters in Dead or Alive have personal conflicts, grudges, or goals related to Doatek or Mist, Nyotengu seems to be completely neutral, acting only according to her own desires. Unlike other characters who have close relationships with one another, Nyotengu's connections with other fighters in Dead or Alive remain vague. She shows an interest in Ryu Hayabusa, but their interactions are more of a challenge than something deeper.
Then show me that grand power of yours that echoes even through the Tengu world.
It's over. Now return to your home. Farewell.
What a rude man. How perfect.
She has no clear rivals or allies, and even her interactions with female characters like Lei Fang and Ayane are more playful than serious.
Actually. But you see, there's a reason. Someone with your strength might even...
Stop there! What are you?
You are the one who calls herself Nyotengu of Miyama, aren't you?
Huh? How do you know that?
I assume that one who calls herself Nyotengu can at least show me a little fire.
Enough! Just who are you?
Well, I am the true Nyotengu of Miyama.
She even competes with Brad Wong over sake, and in the end, they drink together.
Perfect!
That's my one! Give it back!
Young lady, I like how you drink.
You're pretty good yourself, for a human.
This adds to the mystery of her existence, making it seem as if she is merely an outsider observing events, rather than being truly tied to the main Dead or Alive storyline. To develop Nyotengu as an antagonist, several elements can be added to make her role more complex and intriguing. Currently, she is portrayed as an arrogant, powerful Tengu who enjoys toying with humans. But this trait can be explored further to create a motivation that makes her a true threat in the Dead or Alive world. One possible development is that Nyotengu believes humans have disrupted the balance between their world and the world of the Tengu. In Japanese mythology, Tengu are often considered guardians of forests and mountains, maintaining a close connection to the spiritual realm. If the human world becomes too advanced and begins threatening the existence of mythical beings, Nyotengu might feel responsible for destroying human civilization or teaching them a harsh lesson. In this scenario, she wouldn't just be an ordinary antagonist, but rather a divine enforcer who believes she has the right to control humanity's fate. Additionally, there is the possibility that Nyotengu is not the only Tengu in the Dead or Alive world. If a larger Tengu clan exists, they might see Nyotengu as being too close to humans and influence her to return to their world with a new mission. For example, the Tengu clan could warn her that humans have grown too powerful and must be subdued before they become a threat to the spirit world. If Nyotengu decides to side with her people, she could become the main enemy of ninja warriors like Ryu Hayabusa, Ayane, and Kasumi, who fight to protect humanity from supernatural forces. The final possibility is that Nyotengu becomes an antagonist after being betrayed or losing something valuable. If there were ever a human she trusted who later betrayed her, this could push her toward a darker path. She might come to see humans as untrustworthy beings and decide to destroy them before they can harm other creatures like herself. With all these possibilities, Nyotengu could become more than just a DLC character meant for entertainment. She could evolve into a complex antagonist with strong motivations for her actions and even an internal conflict within herself. So that's Nyotengu, a character who actually has great potential to make the Dead or Alive storyline even better. What do you think? Do you agree with my opinion? If you have a different perspective, feel free to share it in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in another video.